Hello, good evening. Congratulations. I would like to ask you, what does this victory mean for you? And what kind of a signal is it for Slovakia? Hello, good evening. This win means a lot, not just for me, but for the whole Slovak nation. I would say it gives us a lot of energy for our further work because of the coach and the players as well. Maybe not everyone has believed in us and in the coach, in his style, but he has shown that he has a lot of quality and the type of play, the type of football he wants to play, has been converted in this kind of a win and 3 points.
Please state your name and your media house. Thank you.
Deutsche Presse, Christian Michel, Fußball.news. Sie haben das gerade schon ein bisschen angesprochen, was das für die Slowakei bedeutet.
You've already said what it means, this win for Slovakia. You also celebrated with the Slovak fans. That was very important for you. And that's one of the reasons why you're here tonight, perhaps, the support from the fans, isn't it?
Yes, of course, it was great because of the fans. They came here, they traveled a long journey. They cheered on us from the beginning, and especially towards the end of the match. We felt the energy when we were getting tired, and I think this is what it should look like during the qualifying campaign and also friendlies, because when we pull together, we can achieve great things.
Next question, please, here in the front.
Christoph Biermann von Freunde aus Deutschland. Was war denn für Sie der Schlüssel zum Sieg?
What was the key to victory tonight? What did you have more than the others?
I think that the key was that we were not afraid, even though they were Belgium, and we of course made some mistakes. We lost some easy balls, but we were trying, doing our best, and we had a bit of luck as well. And we just have to continue in the same way. I think we have shown that we can compete with anyone, and it's not just about tactics, but also about the heart, and we have shown it today. Hello. Congratulations. How do you feel? What are your feelings, emotions?
I'm naturally delighted for this win. We had to dig in the second half, but that was to be expected up against opposition of this class. But my team did what they needed to, and without showing any fear either. And I'm delighted about that.
Thank you. Over here.
Francesco, cosa questa vittoria significa personalmente per te?
What does this win mean for you on a personal level, Francesco? Naturally, it's a hugely significant win for me on a personal level, but I'm chuffed for the lads as well, because they're doing a great job day in, day out, and they deserved success such as this. This win is important for me because I can dedicate it to the Slovak people who really supported us from the first to the last whistle.
Schönen guten Abend, Ron Ulrich vom Spiegel. Ihre Mannschaft hat von hinten heraus gespielt, den Ball tief laufen lassen und trotzdem hat Ihr Torwart zweimal.
You showed that your team are able to play high up the pitch, and often your goalkeeper started to build out from the back in a certain way, but your team showed that despite Belgium pressing you very high, you're able to withstand it. What was crucial about that tonight? I asked the team to try and play football because we've got the quality in the side to do so. Of course, Belgium studied the way we play, and initially they caused us some problems, and we weren't able to fully do what we wanted to, especially when it comes to building out from the back. But it was understandable that we could have some issues because Belgium are a top-class side. We also did a good job in terms of pressing them high, and the fact that we did press them high also allowed us to score the goal.
War das heute die beste Leistung in Ihrer Amtszeit oder können wir noch mehr von Ihrem Team erwarten?
Is that the best performance of your time in charge? No, we've produced a number of excellent displays. During the qualification, we had some great performances against Portugal, and we also played excellently during our friendlies, even though we didn't necessarily come up against opposition of the class of Belgium. Of course, it has an extra special taste to it beating Belgium because I think they're a top-class side and they have the opportunity to go very far in this competition.
I would like to ask you if you sang the national anthem for the first time today, because, you know, we have managed to win, maybe thanks to it.
No, that's not the case. I'm trying to learn it because I like it and it makes me feel an active part of the team with the people. It's quite tricky, but you can learn anything if you put your mind to it. I'm very focused because it really has a deep meaning and you can feel the support of the fans when they sing the national anthem. I like to get involved in this.
Francesco, Daily Mail. Could you talk me through your emotions at the end when you obviously stood with the players in front of the supporters, just what you were feeling at the time?
You look at all the people that have traveled to come and watch you because Slovakia is a small country. So many people have traveled here to Germany, and seeing men, women and children with a smile on their face. Perhaps it was an unexpected win as well, just as it was for us. So seeing the fans sing and chant, it really does touch you a great deal. And it's a very rewarding experience.
I'm just wondering, do you think the gap between the big, historically big nations in Europe and the smaller nations is closing?
I think the teams, the lesser teams, if you will, the smaller nations have made progress, and we can cause problems for the more prestigious nations. But there is still a big gap. We have to work very hard. It's by no means easy because a country like Belgium produces so many footballers. I remember Euro 2021, they picked some quality young players. So there is still a gap, but it's also true that the smaller nations are also developing. And I realized that in the qualification group that the smaller nations are very well organized, and it's true, they have made progress.
Fußball.news. Können Sie mal etwas sagen zu Peter Pekarik? Ist schon 37 Jahre alt, hier in Deutschland bestens bekannt.
Can you say something about Peter Pekarik, because we know him very well here in Germany? Why is he such an important player for you, despite his age? Pekarik is a consummate professional, He's a key player. As I said, we're a small nation, and it's not easy to find personnel. We have some issues in certain areas of the park, but despite his young age, Pekarik is someone who's a very safe pair of hands. He's a great example for all of the youngsters, and as long as he's fit and firing, I'll keep calling him up.
Hello. Slovakia have the first 3 points, just like Romania, who beat Ukraine. So what is your prediction for the evolution of this group?
I think it'll be very tough, because rather unexpectedly, the teams that weren't favourites for these 2 matches have actually won their opening games. Those that have lost will also want to get their own back. So the next 2 matches will be very tough, and we need to make sure that we're ready, because we don't want to throw away this significant victory that we recorded tonight.
Last one over here. Thank you.
One more question. Kevin De Bruyne, ahead of the game, said that the key for Slovakia will be the midfield. Do you think that the performance of the midfield 3 was the key, or is there anything else that stood out tonight?
No, they did a terrific job. It's not easy to run up and down the pitch, defend and attack, but they are class players. We've got strength and ability. And lest we forget, Juraj Kucka is a 37-year-old who's having an Indian summer in his career, and I'm delighted with that. I think we did very well defensively as well. In the final third, we pressed. At times, we caused them problems. But I think this is a team win as opposed to it coming down to one area of the pitch.
Allow me to thank also the volunteers, and also thanks for the both teams for the wonderful match we had here in the Frankfurt Arena. Good night. Thank you.